Welcome everyone to our Joining in Light Circle. We are looking at desires below the level of awareness that are taken from A Course in Miracles or in guidance in prayer, to look at with Jesus, to release, to miracles for healing. And so we begin with light. We begin with the light that we share. And the desire that we are hearing to look at is the desire for self-torture. And so we ask Jesus what miracles are needed. And just go within to listen deeply. And I hear yes, that I have this desire.
I feel like I'm the poster child for this desire.
I hear yes. I have the desire for self-torture.
Below my level of awareness.
Below my level of awareness. Where I'd like to keep it forever. So now we can just let that desire bloom in our awareness. Let the relishing of that, the wanting of that come up to be seen.
And see what Jesus reveals to us, because my mind wants to look everywhere but here at this desire.
Okay, miracle.
Miracle.
Miracle for this, yes. To look, yes. So yeah, we might want to just jump right in and say, okay, what's the value? What's like the juice? What's the, I love this, I want this.
Somehow I relish all the upset and the suffering. I don't want to see that, but that's apparently what's going on.
Yeah, I hear comfort. which is comfort for self-torture. And what I hear is we can just go deeper and see what else there is, what other values What do we think we're getting from the experience, the desire for the experience of self-torture?
Keeps me constantly focused on myself and upset. And I don't want to admit that I'm doing this to myself. It's always something outside of me that's causing the problem. Hmm. Yeah, what I hear, because I had to really just stay with this to see what the value is. What I hear is a boundary. What?
Boundary, that this gives me a sense of a boundaries, like, because I was hearing comfort,
Mm-hmm.
and this gives me a sense of boundaries.
Now focusing on this desire is showing me how much I love to dwell in story and thought and concepts that are upsetting.
I don't know if I mentioned that we use the miracle worksheet, which is available in there's a link in the video for that, if you're following along. And I was just hearing to check in kind of where we are, like there's steps. And on number 5 is I will remind you not to look upon the error and make it real. So we'll just come back to the desire for self-torture.
Jesus, can we go deeper in this?
Yes.
The relishing of this desire.
Yeah.
I hear yes. Allow him to go deep into our own mind and really just give our mind over to him to heal.
It's funny you say that, because like I hear like that I have a concept of healing.
Well, stop.
Yeah.
Just look at the relishing.
Yeah.
Don't get lost in any concepts. It's too easy to do that.
What I hear is, I mean, it seems to be a value for this is that the healing my way, healing like the way I want.
Okay, let's go back to the relishing of self-torture and really relish it. Keep looking at it. Keep seeing the wanting energy of it. I notice my mind is wanting to jump around a little bit, so I don't want to look at this desire. When I start trying to analyze or, look at, oh, well, here's an example, or there's an,
Mhm.
it's all sideways stuff.
Yeah, what you were saying about, not wanting to see that it's all torture is a decision, and it's to experience it against, like, it's wanted.
Yeah. Below my level of awareness.
But that I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah. I really don't want to see that. But the Course and Jesus, a New Covenant all point to that nothing would be coming up without our awareness of it in the subconscious mind and a hidden desire for that experience.
What I hear is that I think that there's some form of that I can get help through torture, self-torture, through self-torture. That's it's there's a connection with self-torture and help.
Yeah, I'm seeing, he's showing me that I do not have a neutral perspective or perception of self-torture. I think it's bad and wrong. There's something wrong with me, which of course continues the loop,
Sure. Okay, we'll ask what's most helpful to see there. What do we need to see there? Because it's a loop. Self-torture is a loop.
Repetitive loop.
Yeah.
Like it seems more powerful than God. I can't get out of it. Jesus, are we holding or releasing with this desire?
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing holding, and I'm also noticing that uh, he's showing me how I use self-torture in outpicturing. That's one of the major ways. Yeah. So anyway, just loving it. It seems so benign, and it's not. And I love this whole loop of, okay, yes, I have this desire, and then wallowing in it, and then not getting a miracle, and then go into resignation, and then repeat the whole cycle. Just stepping back and let all that be taken over by spirit.
Yeah, it can be helpful just to see the contrast between self-torture and the light.
Mm.
We call it the light handshake.
Yeah, I'm being prompted. He's prompting me to look deeper, prompting us to look deeper, to keep looking and at the relishing of this desire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Relishing
was hearing, see the power. how there's this idea that power comes from self-torture.
and how I love to hold on to it. Just relish it. There's some sort of comfort in it. And it's not personal, it's all a play in consciousness. He has to keep reminding me of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he reminds me of is like relishing is letting it come up and burn out. And so like it's like sitting with it and and just, yeah, just letting it,
Letting spirit take it.
yeah, burn, like let it burn in the
Well,
light.
yeah, it just, for me, it doesn't burn, it just dissipates. It's like it comes up and I get every cell in my body wants it. And as I get in touch with that, then all of a sudden, all the intractability of it, or yeah, the harshness of it just seems to kind of fall away.
Are you hearing anything?
Yeah, and it just went right on by. When you asked me that, doink, it disappeared.
It's like that cycle of forgetting and remembering and forgetting and remembering, forgetting and remembering,
Mm,
and like just wanting to be stuck in that. Like I only have the power to remember for like a second, and then I forget,
yeah,
and then it's, you know, seems like a wanting it to seem like it takes forever to remember to ask for help again. Like forgetting to ask for help, and then remembering, and then forgetting, like it's just like that loop. Seeing that in innocence.
yeah. Let's go back to the relishing of self-torture. There's rich places in the mind buried there that still got to give up some stuff. I have to have spirit show me the relishing of self-torture because my mind wants to deny it.
Yeah, I hear, it's that question of, do we go deeper or do we keep looking and holding or release, like keep checking in on that to see if they're still holding.
I don't want to see, he's telling me I don't want to see that self-torture is anytime I'm not in communion with spirit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like anything but that, anything but.
Communion with spirit.
Mhm. Like anything but rest. So maybe I associate rest with self-torture. So there's confusion.
Rest sounds pretty attractive.
So I heard the timer. I was just hearing to see if about looking at this, just seeing that we want this more than God.
Yeah, it blocks
Self-tortures.
out God. I can get so involved with it that I have no idea what God is saying to me. It feels lighter.
Jesus, are we ready for a miracle? The desire for self-torture.
I'm going to say in this moment, yes. And just bask in it. No more self-torture.
Mhm.
What are you hearing?
Yes. It'll never get me comfort. I'll never find comfort in self-torture. What else did we hear for value?
It's always about us, always about me. Although I want to blame it on something outside myself.
Yeah, like proof.
Proof that it's real.
Uh-huh. I'll never find proof that it's real. Power. Never find power through self-torture.
I'm just enjoying the experience of no more self-torture.
You know, just hear be you in charge.
Okay.
Like, Holy Spirit, choose for God for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Be you in charge. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Night.
Good night. Adios.
Hey, where's my, there it is.